Okay. Hello everyone. It's your girl, Sho, and she's back. The queen is back. Well, I'm not really a queen, but I am. So today, we're gonna do something so amazing, so disgusting, that I'm actually annoyed at myself that I wrote such a internal error. Don't care. That's myself right now. I'm just disgusted in myself, man. Oh, hello, Loud and Sexy Jackson. Here we go. I'm going to be I'm going to be reacting to one of my worst fanfictions I have ever written in my entire life, and it's this. Now, this obviously isn't gonna go well, because I mean, look at the ratio. 42 parts. Oh, this is gonna be quite quick. So I'm gonna make this a 3-part series of me reacting. Also, sorry about the mic quality. My mic broke, and yeah. I mean, okay. Let's just get on with this. Okay, I'm really not excited to do this, but let's do this. So first off, we start at chapter 1. Disgusting. I don't want to shoot anything. So, go away. So let's start off with the first chapter, and let's see how disgusting I am as a writer. Nothing's really changed, but you know. Okay, it's short, it's quick, and it's simple. Let's do this. So, the JYP building stood above me. Its curved outside covered in posters of the K-pop groups being managed there. I sighed and picked up my bags, then glanced around for my father. He was heading into the building, most likely forgot I was there because of my silent mouth. Well, that's depressing. Girl, that's depressing. That's really depressing. I don't think your father forgot, I just think he didn't care. Okay, because I really don't care about this fanfiction either. It was rare for me to really talk. Since my mother died of cancer a year ago, I've never really talked to many people, apart from the odd talk with my Korean father, Nathan Clark. That's an interesting name for a Korean. Okay. A few years ago, he married my mother. Oh, shit. But a little than a year later, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And a year later, she died. Oh. But he married her a few years ago. Shutting your timeline doesn't add up. Anyway, I was surprised he didn't leave me after she died. He was my father, so why didn't he? I don't know. Let's see what the comment has to say. That's creepy because I know someone called Nathan Clark and he's an asshole. I don't like him because he cares and supports like I got cut off because I can't be bothered. Okay. So after a year, my father was offered to take over from GOT7's previous manager. It didn't bother me at the time because I thought I was staying in America. Girl, aren't you like 16 or something? Of course you can't stay in America. But my father said I had to come. I was scared, to be honest. I didn't want to leave my home and come to a new place and try all over again to fit in. Girl, same. My father was worried, but he said I would be fine. But I know that I won't. I watched as he walked inside. Shouldn't you be following him? He looked at me, clearly telling me to come in. I walk in beside him. He puts his arm around my shoulder. Together, we walk inside. Once we walk inside, and a choir of cheers greet us. I look around, my eyes landing on a group of 7 Koreans. First off, honey, how do you know they were Koreans? You just assumed their race. Ugh! Nasty. Shoshannah, why did you write this? You definitely weren't aware. You weren't woke, were you? Definitely not. My father was grinning, happy that he was looking at the group. What? Hello, my father says in Korean, as he walks towards them, pushing me along with him. I substantially, so I don't even want to read that, stop when he stops, and step away from him. I felt out of place here. I tugged the sleeves of my sweater down and looked at the ground. The conversation deepened and I felt more alone than ever. Honestly, me. My name is called, and my eyes look up. My father's hand was gestured to me. I smile weakly, seeing all the attention on me. Sighing, I turn away from the looks and face the wall. If that is not the biggest move of the century, I don't know. Hello, entanglement. Oh, what are all the comments saying? Me as fuck. Robin makes me wet. Oh, okay. Cheerful 7. Dab 7. I'm so excited for this. XD totally me. Okay. Well, okay. Alright. Next chapter. Okay, yo. Oof. Chapter 2. There was a pause of silence. No one expected me to turn away from everyone. Yeah, of course not, because you're supposed to be respectful. Okay? Jesus. My father walked away. My father walked me away from the group, whispering to me, growling me for being rude. Well, haha. I simply stayed quiet. Well, I do not want to talk. Eventually he gives up and leaves back to the group. Me, as a parent. Okay? I stand there, my heart tearing in the making. I don't know why, it just was. Honestly, that is my mood every day. Soon enough, my father and the group walked away, and someone from the group looked at me. He was tall, athletic build, his face intimidating and his eyes peering into mine. He looks back at the group and shrugs. He walks towards me. He stops a meter in front of me, his eyes traveling my tiny body. Hi, I'm JB. I don't recall him ever introducing himself as JB, ever. He says, extending his hand. I remain quiet, but take his hand, his skin soft and warm. Oh, girl. He frowns and takes his hand back. Honestly, I would do the exact same, J-Bum. I would do the exact same. You know that you have to come with us. Is he speaking in Korean? Because the last time I checked, he couldn't speak English that well back then. Because this was, I don't know, a year or two after they debuted? I can't remember. I nod. Oh, Jesus. I nod and walk in front of JB. What? You don't even know where you're going! He follows, his gant matching mine. I'm sorry, I'm yelling. Keeps looking at me with a puzzled look. Then he walks in front of you take your place, boy, and ushers me into a dance. I think I was meant to say dance studio, but that'd be friggin' iconic. My father was standing there while the others members sat on the ground. Well, obviously he'll be standing there watching you and JB as you dance. I saw a couch and walked to it. JB follows and sat down beside me. Not a talker, I guess, he whispers and leaning into my ear. I nod and fiddle with the sleeves of my shirt. I look up and see a member glaring at JB and I. I frown and slouch back into the couch. My father looks at me again, a smile spreading across his face. I smile weakly back. I have an announcement. Alicia will be dorming with you. JYP would never allow this. A dorm with 7 really wild and sexy men, now one girl. What could go wrong? A lot. This entire book went wrong. Oh, okay. Alright, that was pretty traumatizing. I mean, why? JYP would never allow this. Girl, you're gonna get an update soon. A big update. Alright, let's go on to chapter 3. I see we're already starting out with the depressive photo saying confused, betrayer, useless. Oh, honestly, that's me in a nutshell sometimes though. There was something about dorming with 7 complete strangers that scared me. I would be more worried about the fact that they're 7 complete strangers that are men. You don't know what they're gonna do to you. JB kicked Yunjae out of his dorm for me to sleep in. Rude! J-Bum! Rude! He didn't shift the beds apart for some reason. That's a bit, honey, that's a little bit scary. But he insisted, seeming he was the leader and I was his responsibility. So Youngjae had to sleep with Junior. So far, I learnt 4 names. Junior, JB, Youngjae, and Mark. See, you know this is back when Junior was Junior, not Jin Young. Interesting, I see. I was nervous. See, me dad had to have a room to himself a few dorms down from me. But the 4 boys made me welcome, I guess. Oh my god, how could they make you feel welcome? You don't even know them. Currently, I was sitting next to JB watching television, but I was bored. Mainly because I couldn't understand the language of Korea. It's Korean! Girl! Shoshana, you dumb! But I didn't mind. But the member that glared at JB and I had his eyes on me. It was uncomfortable, and JB knew it. Jackson! Stop staring, JB sneers. And looks away. Oh, Jackson looks away. My god, reading skills Shoshana does not have. Clearly. The dominance between the pair visibly showing. Well, of course, JB's the leader. It was like a wolf. It was like a wolf pack. JB the alpha, the dominant male. The rest of the members are followers. I was kind of nervous about this. I kept my attention on the television, but Jackson's eyes kept catching mine. I ended up turning and facing the other way, my legs tucked up to my chest. See, that's a smart thing we finally have done. And my head resting on my knees. JB looks at me and smiles warmly, placing a reassuring pat on my back. He will stop. He just doesn't like people ignoring him. See, I relate to that sometimes, but I also don't relate to it. He chuckled. I smiled back at him, but this wasn't right. I felt more alone than ever. Dad wasn't here, my mum was dead. I was stuck with complete strangers. What next? Me falling in love with one of them and ending up with a broken heart? I couldn't think about this anymore. That's exactly what you do. That's exactly what you do, but why do you think about it? You shouldn't think about these things. I'm going to bed, I whisper. JB looks at me and smiles. Might want to have a shower first, he tells me. I look at him puzzled. Jackson! Show her the bathroom. Fucking hell. This is so all over the show. I glance at Jackson, who stands up and walks ahead. He stood and looks at me, his hands gesturing me to come. I stand and head to him. Starts walking to the bathroom opposite him and Mark's dorm room. I peer inside. Mark was sitting on the top bunk, a girl and another member from a group sitting on the ground. I look at the girl, brown hair, obviously American. You don't know this! You don't know she's American! Girl! I'm roasting myself. Green eyes and her body intertwined with the other member. What? What? Who's the other member? Jesus. A bit excited. That's Kira and Bam Bam, Jackson says. Oh, that couple. Yeah, that was also a tragic tale. Jackson says, pointing to them. They are a couple. Oh, really? They're not just fucking cuddling? The girl looks at me, a smile on her face and her hands waving. I wave back and look at Jackson. He pushes me forward and shows me the bathroom. I walk inside. Jackson following me in pursuit. That's a bit alarming. He shows me the towels and the shower, then leaves. I take off my cloths. Okay. And walk inside the shower, washing my body with the warm water. The sadness overcomes me. Oh, every time I'm in the shower. I step out the shower and see a pile of clothes and a note on top. Thought you might want some better clothes to wear while you sleep, JB. Did he? He just walked in while she was having a shower. Oh, never mind. P.S. Kira brought them in. I smile and take the clothes and put them on. The sadness started to take over my body, and I fall to the ground, gripping the mat. underneath me. I cry, hoping it doesn't make a sound. Honestly, girl, I remember her too. Oh, I like her. Hopefully she's a great person to make Bam Bam happy. Same. Same. Okay. Okay, that's, I think, all I can endure for today. I don't know how long this series is going to be. It's going to be uploaded every, probably Saturday. Yeah. Well, it was nice chatting with you guys. I'm back after 2 months. 3 months, 4 months, I don't know how long. It was good chatting. I'll get my mic sorted soon. Next video, hopefully I'll have a face reveal. Probably won't. Probably will. Depends on my skin. But for the meantime, you guys can just have a really hideous selfie of me at the end. Okay. I love you guys. Mwah! See you in the next video.